is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old subscribers, welcome new. If you like my videos, please press the like button. Please do subscribe. Alexa, what's the time, please?
It's 9:29 p.m.
It's 9:29. It's a bit earlier than yesterday. It's like an exact repeat of yesterday evening. So I go out into the darkness dressed in my yellow coat. I look like a banana. And I've got my red beanie hat on. This is what I look like in McDonald's in Strood earlier on this evening. Black sweatshirt, camouflage ladies leggings, earrings and my ginger hair. So I took a call from my mother, Jennifer, before I went out. My mum. So when I look on my other phone, my mum rang me 6 times today, the last time at 8:39 p.m. And what did my mum Jennifer say to me? She went, "Is that you, Genestra? Is that you, Genestra? Are you all right?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm fine, Mum. I'll probably see you tomorrow, right, all being well." And my mum, Jennifer, is going to give me a call in the morning. Admittedly, she's tried to get through to me all day, but I have been busy. I didn't feel too good this morning. I knew I wasn't going to see my mother today because I'd arranged to meet up with somebody to go out. But I thought that it would be earlier on in the afternoon. I didn't realise that I was going to go out later. So I waited in all day thinking I was going to go out with somebody about 2, 3 or 4. And it ended up, what was it, about 6 or 7. So when I met up with family, they had been to Dover Castle and Canterbury, and I was indoors all day waiting to hear, because I wanted to say goodbye. They live a long way away from me, you see. So I just wanted to meet up and say goodbye and thank you for taking me to Folkestone yesterday evening, and I was taken to McDonald's in Strood this evening. So after my mother's phone call, she said bye. I took my Sainsbury's plastic bag out full of rubbish because I've been told to concentrate on my tidying up. Be careful what I eat because I had iron deficiency and I've just eaten a McDonald's burger and fries. But I have got cereals, and they're a source of vitamins, breakfast cereals. So I have got tuna. I'm eating, and I'm looking after myself, and I am trying to clean my flat out because I still want to move. And I've got to see how my housing application is getting on as well. So there was a couple of blokes walking about, higgledy-piggledy, like lads come back from going out getting drunk, don't they? There's a couple of lads, like, dithering about, but I went the other way, walked onto the field, pitch black, no boats, the Scott Line boats had gone, and when the Scott Line boats are on the river, they light up the river and they light up the path. So tonight the boats had gone and it was really pitch black. Max hadn't really had a proper walk, so I took Max all the way round the field in the pitch black. There wasn't one solitary person on the field. There were people in the co-op, people coming out of the co-op. But I wanted to walk, I wanted to burn that burger off. So I wanted to walk, that was my decision, and I walked around the field in the pitch black by myself with my little dog. And then I have just walked into the block of flats. The lift, of course, is still broken. But Hyde Housing have emailed me a reference number, and they've informed Jackson's Lifts that the lift is broken. So it's not Hyde Housing, it's not their fault if the lift isn't mended. They have actually informed Jackson's Lifts, and I saw a Jackson's Lifts van again this afternoon turn round and drive off. The lift is still broken as it was Saturday evening. We are now what? Now into it be Wednesday tomorrow. It's not so much myself, but when I people have things delivered to the building, and this is how my father Derek got a hernia. When lifts broke down, he had to carry heavy television sets up flights of stairs, and it can cause a man especially to get a hernia. Heavy lifting. Builders get things wrong with their feet, they get varicose veins, they get problems. Builders get conditions as well, working long shifts, lifting heavy things, and they takes a toll on their feet and their veins. So I feel sorry for other people having to walk up the stairs. There's people older than myself living on higher floors. So the lift was bust. I walked up the stairs, got into my flat. I'd left the television set on because I was intending to watch the telly. I'd been listening to LBC radio. As I said, people are shoplifting and they're stealing baby food because of the cost of living crisis, and it's terrible. I did recognise people in McDonald's that I'd seen down Chatham High Street. I did. And what they were doing in Strood McDonald's, I don't know. Very colourful characters in there this evening. I've got nothing to be ashamed of. I'm just an ordinary middle-aged woman, and I really don't see what's wrong, to be honest. So I'm in my flat. Max has had a walk, and hopefully tomorrow morning I will get the energy to get up and talk to my mum, because I felt terrible this morning. Sometimes when you eat a lot of processed food and fizzy drinks and junk, it can make you feel grotty. It can make you feel unwell and moody. Food can, it can. It's also, it was a treat. I hadn't seen that member of the family for over a year. So I considered the eating that food, etc., a treat. Some point along the line, I'd like to go to Dover Castle. I haven't been in Dover Castle. I've been in Canterbury Cathedral with my dad, but I never went to see Dover Castle. So it'd be interesting, maybe one day, to go to Dover Castle myself. I've been to Upnor Castle in Chatham, and it was about £6 to get there a few years back. A Scottish bloke took me to Upnor Castle in Chatham. I've been to some castles in my time. The Welsh Castle in Wales, been in that one. So there's lots of places to go, lots of things to go. I want to wait till the weather's a bit warmer. It was a bit nippy today, wasn't it? It was a bit windy around the willows on that field. Especially this afternoon, I got blown away. So I'm here on my own now. Someone said to me, what are your plans for this evening? I get that a lot. Watching the telly, what most people do, whether they're on their own with a couple or with a family sitting on the sofa, you watch TV, don't you? Whatever you're interested in, football, whatever you're interested in, you watch the telly mainly before you go to bed. I think most people do, or they mess around on their mobiles. Now I'm going to have a nice cup of Horlicks, and then I'm going to finish off my game, and then I'm going to try and get some rest so that I wake up okay and I speak to my mum. I eventually got to speak to my mum, and I'm sure she was worried about me, but you know, I've just walked around that field in the pitch black by myself, so there's no need to worry. And Max enjoyed himself, didn't you, Max? Are you peeping out from my coat? Woof! Woof! Boo! He's my best friend. I don't feel lonely when I've got him. And he's protection as well. He scared that bloke off. He really did. He was circling him. I don't very often let Max off the lead. And I thought, I'm going to let you off the lead, Max, because like there's nobody on the field. And then all of a sudden, I can hear Max barking, and this poor bloke stood there, and I run over and say sorry, and Max, he's a funny dog. He won't do it to everybody. I mean, you know, perhaps the bloke smelt of something, and it reminded Max of something, because dogs have got a very good sense of smell, haven't they? Max is there certain people that Max barks at, and then there's others that he doesn't bark at all. And I don't know why. Perhaps he's had experiences with certain people that have upset him. I don't know. It's like people, isn't it? If somebody upsets us, we don't go near them again, do we? Right, guys. So I'm going to make myself a cup of Horlicks. I wish everybody a good evening, and I'm just carrying on as you do. Carrying on as you do, and just go on to the Sun newspaper before we retire. Little Mix haven't spoken to me since I hit rock bottom. Jessie J out of Little Mix. Singer Jessie Nelson today reveals she has not spoken to any of her former bandmates in Little Mix since quitting 2 years ago. Jessie, 31, left after struggling with mental health issues, prompting a barrage of online abuse and a fallout with the other 3 members. And then on the top of the page we've got King Charles III. A coronation quiche has been created for the crowning of King Charles next month. The vegetarian dish includes spinach, broad beans, cheddar, cream and tarragon. Buckingham Palace revealed yesterday. So on one side of the coin you've got the rich having special quiches made for them. On the other hand, you've got poor mums and dads stealing baby formula milk because they can't afford to feed their babies. The rich and poor divide, as it's been since time began. There you are. I mean, if I had Camilla and Charles's money, I would be concerned about parents not being able to feed their children, and I surely would do something to help. not just sit there and stuff my face and watch the world collapse. See you later.